Right hand corner, it's a yellow Zerg player from Team Extreme Supremacy, ladies and gentlemen. It's Steelmaker, aka sLivko. So he's here in this upper right hand corner. And in the bottom left we have our green Zerg player from Redbloods. It's HaNfy. HaNfy, probably most notably in the SE2 ITL last season. Played a lot of great games, but the one that I always remember is when he took down Curious from Startail. There was a match on Overgrowth, and it was very well played by HaNfy, and was able to secure the one map which Redbloods were able to take that day against the eventual champions of the league. So yeah, ZVZ here. First ZVZ we've seen in a while, and hope you guys are ready for some Roach. As again, if sLivko or Steelmaker does lose here, it does get to a point where they only have one player left, and that's probably going to be PSTQT to try and clean things up. So they would really like to avoid that. You know, they don't want to have to win. You know, they don't want to have to leave it to PSTQT to win 3 maps. They really don't want to let that happen. So you have a drone coming out here, and it's going to be able to come along and pop down this hatchery in a moment or two. Both players are going to be doing this, and there it is from HaNfy as well. So yeah, Expedition Lost here is our map. We could see some interesting play using these back rocks. So we'll keep an eye on these throughout the game and see if those got used for run-bys or anything. But yeah, not really too much going on then at the start of this. No gas has been taken, most importantly, just yet. Now it's not too late to take a gas and open speed, but it would be very interesting if both players open gasless, but there is the answer to that. Oh, no, it's just an extractor trick actually. Oh, okay then. So if both players play gasless, this could be very, very cool, because we'd see 2 very fast third bases from a fast third base from both players, if I want to be grammatically correct or just speak properly in general. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, we're probably going to see some fast third bases here. It'd be interesting to see if one player decides to open Zergling speed once they do get gas. And to go into that speed, because the speed is a really kind of useful thing, because before roaches come up, well, just in general, you know, with speed lanes, you have so much potential to try and deny a third base, and as the first scout comes in here from HaNfy, he's going to find out he's playing against gasless, and immediately this means he can start making all the moves he needs to take an advantage from this, and again, that's going to be moving towards a fairly fast third base, you know, just droning up pretty heavily, because there's not going to be any real aggression coming his way in the very near future. And you can see he's just making a bunch more drones right now. sLivko hitting a supply block here, and it's not the first time. He is falling a little bit behind because of this, slowly getting behind in those production cycles. So he needs to be a little bit careful about that. Doesn't want to let his mechanics slip at this early stage of the game. So yeah, there's a couple of Zerglings coming across here, and let's see what they're going to get up to as they're going to move in towards the main base. So there's a queen here, which should be able to turn these away. Another queen as well, going to be put on hold position. And the Zergling will be chased away right now. So Zergling's chased away. 4 gases taken here from HaNfy, and only 2 for Steelmaker. That's interesting. All 4 gases. Wow. So HaNfy takes the third base here straight away, and he feels pretty safe to do that. He hasn't seen any speed on the speedlings yet, etc. So he's feeling okay. No third base yet from HaNfy though. And again, what is 4 gases for? Is he going to go into Mutalisks? He definitely could, if he really wanted to, start up a lair very quickly. I mean, his gas is already starting to build up, and there we go, lair coming down straight away, and gasless into Mutalisks is unique, to say the least. I don't think I've actually ever seen I actually don't think I've ever seen this build, gasless, or is it even gasless into Mutalisks? He starts up 2 evolution chambers. What is going on? This is really weird. So much faster third base from Steelmaker. He's gonna have this finished up here in a few moments' time. Man, if this is a build someone else knows and they've seen it before, please do let me know, because I'm just completely unaware of it. He's gonna go melee upgrade, so I guess Ling Muta. What else do you need 4 gases for if you're just gonna make Lings, right? It has to be Mutas, right? Right. Has to be, I think. Zergling speed starts as well, so it just kind of makes sense. Third base will drop down here as well, and that Spire will be one of the next things on the production tab. I am so certain about it. Prove me right. Show me. Okay, there we go. Spire comes down. So this is So yeah, this is interesting. The Spire comes down. Some Zerglings starting to move across the map here from sLivko, and he's going to be looking to try and come in and cancel his third base of his opponent. A lot of Lings moving in. This first queen is actually going to be caught a little bit off guard, so that queen will go down, and you know, no, I mean, HaNfy should be okay. He's actually not quite got Ling speed just yet, but he's got a lot more Lings on the way, and he will be able to wall off here, but that does still leave his third base open, and I don't think sLivko should be trying to move his way through. He's sent a few Lings over. I feel as though he, I guess if he keeps these Lings pinned up in here, there's nothing going to be able to move over towards this third base. So actually, I guess it's a really smart thing to do. Just sit here and keep the Lings from moving across. And now he moves back and he takes a better fight with his better Zergling numbers. And I mean, a lot of Lings being made right now for HaNfy, but sLivko has a big drone lead behind this. He's about 9 workers up, and with 2 queens, finally will chase this back. I don't know if he actually has the Zergling numbers still okay. With 3 more reinforcements, he will. Roach production begins here, and I just don't know if sLivko's really cottoned on to the fact that there's going to be Spire play coming in soon. Mutalisks do start up now in the production tab. He's a little bit low on minerals because he's just made so many Zerglings though. But HaNfy can definitely find his way back into this game a little bit with these mutas. I mean, they're going to be a bit of a surprise to sLivko, so straight away, you know, right off the bat, we're going to be able to see him start picking off a few drones here and there, doing a little bit of harassment, and that'll be nice, so that should pull him back into this a little bit. He is still struggling right now in terms of that overall supply though, and especially in the drone count, 43 to 53. Of course, no third base will continue to hurt him here for a little while longer. I'm going to take this left-hand watchtower, and we'll continue to move forwards and try and come in towards this third base. Roaches and Lings greet this though, and this gets turned away. Gasless into meter is pretty good. I just never really seen it before. I mean, Gasless has yeah, and ZVZ is why I've just never really thought to see this. I've just never really seen this before at all. Roach is trying to move across the map, and there's only a few meters out right now, so it'll take them a long time to clean all of this up. He's going to try and take down the rock, so he was trying to for a few moments, but not quite successful in that. So these Roaches will begin to move forwards here. These Zerglings need to just buy himself some time, and he will buy some time as Lings go over towards the third base again. So I think HaNfy's probably going to lose this for the second time now in this game, as the mutas are just struggling to work their way through these Roaches, and behind us a big round of drones from sLivko. So he's just baited a bunch of spore crawlers, etc. So that's lost him a bunch of drones. Now he's going to try and remake what he's lost, and cancels the third base and doing some good worker damage in here. Picked off a queen or two as well. Zerglings go straight in towards the main, and this just isn't working out at all here for HaNfy. He's going to lose another queen in his main base. He's still down a base, and he's got Mutalisks which just aren't really going to be able to do all too much anymore because spore crawlers are now up. Some more drones maybe about to go down. Okay, he keeps the rest of them alive there, which I mean he really needed to at this point. So sLivko loses everything, but does he just have too much of a good, does he just have too good of an economy for that to matter? As mutas will immediately go out on the Overlord hunt. But what damage can they get done in the main base? Another spore crawler added on here. We've actually got Infestation bit down and Pathogen glands being researched. Another queen pops out at the natural, and the third base looking pretty solid as well with 3 spore crawlers, or 2 spore crawlers already, and a spine crawler very shortly. I mean, HaNfy's going to do a little bit of damage with these mutas, definitely, but is he going to be able to pull himself back from this worker deficit still, and from whatever else? He sees the he's doing an okay job so far. These queens need to be careful and need to back each other up, and queens on their own actually will do an okay job for a while. But he's starting to lose his queens, and that is his mobile kind of defense to these Mutalisks. But as Roaches move across the map, the mutas have to come back home to defend because Lings on their own just aren't going to cut it, and that buys sLivko even more time to get infestors up and keep on preparing. HaNfy trying to go into swarm hosts here, but again he loses his third base, and that is huge. Well, I mean he's rebuilding it here, but it might actually get cancelled once again. It's going to be close. I think he's going to keep it alive. Okay, whew, finally he keeps the third base alive. As immediately has to launch a counterattack, because again he has to get across the map and get something done. sLivko with another 12 drones in the production. That means he's going to go up to about 66 workers now, and again it's going to be a huge worker lead. As these mutas come across, they're going to move in. There's a few infestors, and they're going to be potentially able to drop a couple fungals or so. HaNfy will move back over here, and creep continuing to be put down, and we'll I mean the creep's actually quite nice here for HaNfy. He has some pretty good vision with this. Are we finally going to see the third base finish? Are we actually going to see the third base finish? Again, there are swarm hosts being made here for HaNfy, but I don't know if he can really get enough out for them to be kind of useful. He's going to work his way through these back rocks for these Zerglings to run by, and little bits of harassment like this is definitely what he needs to bring himself back into this game. I mean, Swarm Hosts are a good choice in general to bring yourself back into a game because, you know, they're pretty darn efficient, as you can imagine. So yeah. The Seer did this build against Biol in Pro League, but he took 2 gases earlier. See, like, I understand taking 2 gases earlier and going for double upgrades. Just 4 gases at the same time is what really surprises me more than anything else. Oh, he just doesn't quite get the Queen there, which is a shame. He really should have got that. But he does get 10 workers with this run by. To go quickly back to what I was saying, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit odd, in my opinion. Just go gasless into meters. I mean, I guess it's not bad. I just think 4 gases at the same time is what's really got me hung up, because I'm just so sure I've never seen a Zerg player do that. But anyway, let's stop talking about what's something that's so irrelevant at this point now. As these meters are slowly doing some damage, they're slowly bringing him back here. He's finally caught up on the work account. He has gotten his opponent's supply block because he's been killing off a lot of overlords. And if we look at resources lost, sLivko has lost a lot more. So I mean, if we think about this if we look at the bigger picture here, he's lost a lot more. What does that mean? It means he has to have had more economy to still be in an alright position, and that's pretty much been the case. So almost will burrow, and they're going to send the first wave of Locusts forward here, just in time to group this army, and I mean just in time, because they will have to back off now. But look at this, these roaches, they don't trade very well against this. Although Infestors, a couple of, I mean, there's so many fungal growths available, that's going to really hurt in terms of trying to get something done here. The split coming in on these Mutalists, but they're not ready to really fight just yet. They want the Locusts to be here at the same time. Locusts are actually going to stick around and fight against the roaches as a huge fungal growth comes down. A couple of Infestors will get picked off, but now in range of this army, in range of the Swarm Host, the next the next wave of Locusts isn't going to come out soon enough, and Steelmaker sLivko is just going to be able to continue pushing forwards. He's going to come up towards the third base. GG called. And for the second time tonight, Team Extreme Supremacy